Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Asterix Solution. This video I am going to show you how to write your first servlet. Now writing your first servlet on computer on your screen is different thing. Let's try it out here. So your very first line, it's going to be import javax.servlet.star, and if you are writing an HTTP servlet, you have to write one more import, that is import javax.servlet.http.star. For your serializable and print writer, you have to import java.io.star. Now you start with the class and make sure that your class is of nature public. So you write public class, let's say first servlet. So your class name becomes public class first servlet extends. You can either extend GenericServlet or HTTP servlet. So let me show you this example with GenericServlet. So it will be like public class first servlet extends GenericServlet. Now if you have to do something with your initialization block, you can override the init method, but here I don't see any need. So you have to override your service method. So what you do in your service method? Public void service and servlet request servlet response. So to accept your request and give back your response, and they throw two exceptions. So throws servlet exception comma IO exception. Next you start in the very first line and you declare your print writer. Now print writer is going to be the pen which is going to revert back. You mark my word, it's going to revert back. So print writer is going to be your pen. Now response.set content type. Next thing you write is what? Response.set content type. Now when you say response.set content type, in the bracket you have to specify something called as MIME. MIME stands for multipurpose internet mailing extension. Now that is somewhat like I can represent to you with your mother. Let's say you say that, mom, I am going to invite some of my friends for dinner. So there might be some questions your mom will ask because you have sent a request. Now there is a response going to come. In that response she might ask you, okay, are they vegetarian, non-vegetarian, how many people, why is she asking you this? Because she need to be prepared based upon the incoming response, if she can handle it or not. So I have a younger brother and he has got a lot of friends. So sometime he invites them all and invitation goes to around 30 people. Now my mom cannot make food for all those people. So what she does, she orders from outside. But when I call my friends, like they are 5 or 6 friends. So she's going to prepare that at home. That's what MIME works for. How does MIME basically work? It notifies your browser what type of response and how much response is going to come. So when you say in your response.set content type, I am going to write text/HTML. I am notifying my browser before giving the response that this is what I am going to say. And you can find the list of MIME on the link given in the screen right now. And next, PW is equal to response.getWriter. Now your response have a method which returns you a writer, which you put it in your print writer object which I have already created. So you declared the pen in the first line. On the third line, your pen got the ink. Now what next? In the next block, if you just want to revert back and you don't want to do any processing, request processing, what you do? You just start with pw.println, and now whatever you print with the println will be directly given back to the browser. So now this is just my first servlet. What I'm going to do, I'm going to say hello and I'm going to print the date. So pw.println, in the bracket I'll start HTML and body. And once I start with HTML and body, in the next line I'm going to do pw.println double quotes, hello, how are you? And next line I'll write one more pw.println, and there I'll say break tag so that it comes in the next line. Today's date is, and plus new java.util.date. So today's date is printed there. Now pw.println end of body, end of HTML, pw.close. So the service method comes to a close here. You end the last block of the class. This is how you write your very first servlet. You can find link to this particular code in the description box. You can copy it from there. You can follow our other videos on how to execute this both in Windows as well as in Eclipse. Thank you for watching this video. Do subscribe to my channel right now.